I am Jeff Battilla, General Manager of the Huntsville Yard and Millwork location. I've been with Builders FirstSource for this year will be 28 years. I served in the United States Navy. I was active duty from 86 to 92. One of the main inspirations was my grandfather was a chief warrant officer in the Navy. Um, as well as at a young age, I always liked to look at military books and ships and planes and all kinds of military type items on there, and was even enough to for me to draw them and just enjoy them. So uh, uh, that's one thing. And then the training that I knew that I would get if I did go into a service would be unparalleled, and then to follow along with that discipline. Not that I needed it, but it's good for your life in the long run. So, and then the education, and then the adventure of it all. I was a sonar technician. I was trained to operate and maintain ship's sonar system. So I went to two schools. First school was to operate, and the second school was to actually dive in and be a part of the technical part of it. And they're both pretty important as far as when you're at sea, that the sonar is one of the main functions that need to be operating at full speed, 24 hours throughout a day. So it was a very good experience for me, and I enjoyed it. The stress of it was something that it takes you as you go through life. You look back at that to help me as far as dealing with things that we deal with this time of day. So, and then to go along with that, most of my time was spent at sea, and I was stationed both on the East Coast and West Coast. For me, I was working for a company for BSL, which is actually the initial company, the initial 9 locations that turned into BFS. The 500 plus locations was a good step in the direction for me. So it's overwhelmingly huge. But then I've stuck with this company for that period of time because of the people. It's always been everywhere I've been. I've been several places. Most of my time has been in Tennessee, and just the people you get to work with. And I've opened up 3 locations, and to start from the beginning and then watch it progress into what it is now is pretty amazing. A big one is you can't be successful without it. To go along with that, the camaraderie of the people that you work with, making that teamwork and that team making the work enjoyable as best as you can, and then that will lead to dedication of everybody involved. And then to go, follow up with that is the technical skills that you gain. In my case, the troubleshooting part of electronics. So that troubleshooting skill can be used in any type of situation, whether it be working with an employee, or problem solving in the yard or in the millwork section, or anything that you have to deal with. There's always a way. There's always a path to the solution, to find the best results. One thing is to be proud of the service that you did, that you provided. Nobody can take that away from you. You did that on your own, and you should be very proud of that. Take it from what you learned in the service and use it in civilian life, because most instances you'll need that background and that information that you have in to deal with situations, and just get through life, period. remember to always respect your chain of command. Regardless of how you feel, they're there for a reason. So one day you get put in a position where you're in a situation where you're, a leader or supervisor, you'll see why that needs to be respected. And then use your technical skills as the best that you can. That will lead to if your attitude is a positive attitude along with your skills, and you can create a real great team.